We are after 2 days of this year's PlastEurasia event. What are your impressions?
First of all, welcome to our exhibition that we organize in TÜYAP as PAGEV. This year the exhibition was much better than what we have expected. We have expected growth. We have expected record growth in number of visitors, because visitors you cannot know beforehand, but we know that the number of participants was the record this year. Even there was a new hall that we opened because all the fairground for this exhibition was full. So we opened a new exhibition hall. And the good thing, after 2 days, I can tell you that I am sure that by the number of visitors, we will have also record of the visitors numbers. We are expecting something around 65,000 to 70,000 people visiting our exhibition. And most important, this year, in number of international visitors is by far the biggest increase that we had in years. So we are happy actually about it now, because as the home owner of this exhibition, as the PAGEV organization, I and my board members for the last 2 days are visiting our members each stand and asking about the outputs, what they see about the exhibition. Now we are making this after 2 days, and I can say that everybody is happy about the number of visitors, and there is a lot of business going on. And I have to say that we are really happy about the outcomes of this exhibition, as business-wise and as also as a way of introducing and putting our products on the market.
I would like to ask you about the condition of Turkish plastics industry. What is the position of this industry in the world?
Okay. Turkish plastic industry, I can tell you that we are processing approximately this year, I can tell you at the end of year, we estimate to have 11 million tons of plastic products each year. And when you check this estimate, compare it with other countries, we are in globally 6th biggest plastic products producer in the world. And in the European continent, after Germany, Turkey is the 2nd biggest plastic products producer. So the Turkish industry as its quantity-wise, as product and as tonnage, it's one of the biggest in the world. And also, I can tell you that the value addition approximately is about $44 billion of revenues that is done through this industry. We try to increase the value addition, export price of our goods by sophistication of the products. So Turkish products, I can tell you that for the last years, we are not too much focused on the volume of our production, but mostly we are interested in quality of what our product basket. What I mean by this, for the last 1.5, 2 years, there is a lot of plastic products going to defense industry. Turkey is now one of the biggest defense industries in this region, and most of it uses highly sophisticated plastic products that's produced by us. We have now, during the pandemic, there has been a big cluster of plastic medical products supplies producers in Turkey. So there is a lot of medical supplies that is done by the plastics industry, which is much more high value addition than other products. In the packaging also we had some barrier packaging, increasing number of barrier packaging producers. So the most important thing at this moment, as our strategy as PAGEV, which we work with our members, is to make more sophisticated products to increase the value addition. And I have to say that medicals, defense industry, and special packagings are now increasing our value addition. So actually speaking, even though the world economy at this moment doesn't have good signs, recession signs in EU and US, but I can tell you that still Turkish plastic industry is running well. And normally in Turkey, if you get it as our country's export goods, the first one in the past years was textiles, then we have automotive, then we had the chemistry, and the biggest part of the chemistry export was plastics. But now, for the last 2 years, the first one became chemistry, which includes the plastic. 35% of this chemistry export is plastics. Second one is automotive, third one is textiles. So it's good for our country because textiles is more labor intensive, but these are more technology intensive, and you have much more value addition.
And please tell me, what are the most significant problems you have to face too?
So I will answer your question in a way, what are the problems in Turkish industry and what PAGEV is doing against these problems. Because what we love as PAGEV, we don't want to only complain, but we always want to put a solution. This is our strategy. So the biggest one was to finding skilled labor. This is biggest problem of our industry because Turkey is growing, the business is growing, but you don't have enough skilled people. If you don't have skilled people, you can still produce, but the value addition and the sophistication of the goods will be low. If you want to make high value added products, you need to have skilled personnel. So what PAGEV did is that we built 2 vocational schools. We built from the cement and from the steel 2 big schools. Now we are educating in our schools 2,000 students in PAGEV schools in vocational training, and when they finish their schools, they will be plastics technicians. Each year we have graduates. So as industry, as PAGEV, we trying to have biggest problem, skilled personnel, and we have our schools. Second one of the biggest problem in Turkey, this is something special to Turkey, is that finding industry building areas. In Turkey, it's a big problem. When you want to grow, the biggest problem of our members is to find a place to invest for industry, because most of the places was spared for agriculture, and you cannot make an industry zone in agriculture areas. There is a lot of issues about that. So PAGEV has made 2 organized industry zones in Turkey. One of them in Asian side in Gebze, which we started in 1990 and which was finalized in 10-15 years. There is about 143 big companies over there in our industry, 99% full, everybody is there. And we even built one PAGEV vocational school inside this one, so the school and the industry together. Now we are building another industry zone. We work with our Ministry of Industry in the European side. It's called PACOP region. So if maybe investors from Poland, if they are interested to invest in Poland, which we enjoy, they can come to this industry zone, special for the plastic industry. This is also licensed this year by the government as the industry zone. So we are now making the infrastructure for that. The other thing, important issue for the plastic industry is the image of the plastic industry, also in Turkey, because as we can understand very clearly, it's not only a fact that we can tell people, okay, don't throw the plastic after you use it. I think this is not the solution, the only solution to the problem. And we cannot be the plastic industry just to make people know that these products are not intended to put in the nature, but into garbage. No, this is not enough. We have to do much more than that. And what PAGEV is doing, we have an organization called PAGEV, which is a subsidiary of PAGEV, which is the Green Dot Company of Turkey. So as PAGEV, we are the Green Dot Company of Turkey. So we collect and we manage the recycling of the packaging waste in Turkey. Last year, we managed the recycling of 13 million people in Turkey by PAGEV. Without earning any money, we would do it just to show that we are closing the cycle as an industry. So we are doing this one. Another issue for our industry, as I said, which is much more important, is also not only vocational schools, but to increase the value addition. If you compare in Europe, Germany is further than us, but it's not only the volume of the products that they export or that they produce, but also the value of the goods. And I can understand from my German colleagues, which we have examined a lot, it's not only that the companies did their own, but they have the right institutes, like the Fraunhofer Institute, like the IKV, like there is a lot of special institutes that helped the industry for innovation, for certification, for advisory, for education. So we decided as PAGEV that we should also do such a campus for plastics. It's called Plastics Excellence Center, PAGEV Plastic Excellence Center. We started this project It's a big project. There is 11 buildings, each of them special for licensing, for R&D, for prototype production, for education. We also make it in a place that we also build up a vocational school. Also, the students can enjoy this ecosystem. We finished the vocational school. It started. Now we built one of the buildings for this one. So we are now, as PAGEV, building this one. We would like to finalize it, and our main goal is that we would like to increase the value addition of our industry as PAGEV. And the last thing, which you are here now, one of the important issues is that to be a marketplace if we want to help our industry. And this is done by this exhibition that PAGEV is organizing, PlastEurasia, which become the third biggest exhibition in the world. And if you consider only the ones that is done each year, it is the second largest after China Plus. This we organize because we believe that if we make a marketplace for our industry, people can enjoy, exchange ideas, put their technologies on the market, and also raw materials. So we made up this one. This is the 31st year. After 31st year, we come to a situation that this exhibition has become to be the second largest exhibition done each year in the world. So we are happy. We try to have problems as an industry, okay? But each problem will grow us because we try to find a solution for them. We don't just sleep on the problems, but we try to help it. I only told you the long-term problems and solutions, but you also know I have to thank your organization, your media, because you were the one also publishing it. We also do short-term projects also like PAGEV, because industry have problems with the regulations. Industry would have problems about the price of the raw material. For example, the raw material issue, which was skyrocketing last year, we had a connection with the Chinese people because we understood that this is kind of an oligopoly system. People trying to gathering around some petrochemical companies and trying to push the prices up. And we find that this is losing the industry's strength. And this is not a good idea. So we organize our industry and we stop buying material for some times, use our own stocks, use some recyclates. And Turkey, when you check that prices that time, differentiated. Before it was the same as the European prices, then still even when the European prices are going up, the Turkish prices were going down. So we do a lot of things, but these are short term. I think the first ones that I tell you is the main things that we want to do value addition to our industry.